Salam and good afternoon, everyone, depending on which part of the world you're in. I am actually delighted to be here. My name is Fateh Ali. I'm the CEO and co-founder of CollabDeen. I'm here with my co-founder and CTO, Mohammed Hussain, who should be on the other side of the call. Uh, we are a team of productivity experts. We are revolutionizing the way how faith-based communities and faith-inspired communities, the business side of it, organize themselves, share knowledge and information, and communicate and collaborate with their people. So we are empowering passion-fueled communities with a privacy-focused community collaboration platform. And to help me explain why our users log into CollabDeen every single day is I would like to share a quote from Theodore Adorno. The task of art today is to bring chaos in order. Now, although we are not a great artist, we are trying to bring order to the kiosk of online collaboration. But before I explain how, I would like to share you a quick story. Now, communities is one of the most ancient human activities for belonging and inspiring people within a similar geography or a similar region. A community is a social unit such as norms, religions, value, customs, or identity. Now, communities may share a sense of place or a situation in a given geography or in a virtual space. From that regards, when the industry's 4.0 revolution started up, platforms like LinkedIn, Facebook, and a few other made their mark, and almost the whole world had built communities on these kind of platforms, primarily which everyone is still been using on. Now, these tools have been evolved to fit the needs of faith-based ecosystem. There are about 3.58 million masjids all across the world, 9 million Islamic centers. They are one of the closest bonded communities on this planet. They communicate almost 365 days amongst their own community members, but they have a problem. So these 12 million communities are, on a daily basis, they go and try out different tools. So the tools that these community users or the administrator uses are not actually meant to fit a purpose, right? They're just trying to reuse an existing tool for their own purpose. There are different tools for different purposes. One tool doesn't talk to the other tool. It's kind of working in silos. Now, the problem is there is no centralized community collaboration platform for faith and lifestyle needs. There's no there's no technology that exists to bring this faith and lifestyle together. Bringing community members together is really a pain and a challenge. The communities are scattered. The information and everything are actually scattered. So there's nothing being organized. This will actually lead up to non-collaborative environment. The solutions, if at all they exist, it's not really cost effective, reduced productivity, less engagement, and primarily no privacy and no security. Now, this boils down to a lot of time spent without real work on the ground. Now, these administrators have been spending so much of time and efforts, especially with a lot of surveys and census that we have done. 80% of the global communities are run by retired volunteers. Now, on a segment where we have actually done this survey, 6 billion hours could be saved through these collaborative solutions, bringing people, giving them a voice and giving them an organized system for getting things done. Now, the old way of collaboration, working independently and creating more dependencies, this is the way how systems work even as of today. So this system is in chaos, right? Multiple different things happening around, and one system not talking to the other system, and these are the systems people use over day in day out from every single community across the world. And I'm sure everyone can correlate that. Now, we are reinventing and simplifying the community collaboration, where you have one central platform, internal teams, and moderators getting access to this platform, helping these administrators and leadership teams to get organized, communicating with the external members. So what they actually could do is what I'm going to talk to you about now. We are bringing order to kiosk of online collaboration, a single platform for your community collaboration. So what we have done is we have just kind of simplified the barriers to entry by making almost zero cost to get started. And you can use this platform as long as you want to use it. And then there's always an option to upgrade to a premium version. Now, here is a typical community persona where if I could, put this, if we can review these digital touch points for the communications, there are about 200 events across the world that's happening. I mean, across a single community of about 5,000 members. Donations are on an average $4,000 a week, $16,000 a month, 192K a year. These are the number of size of typical donations that these communities create. And the concept of membership fees, becoming a member, and a lot of communities who we have spoken to have not collected the money just because they don't have a system in place to do this. We have also communities who have been sending SMS service, about 1.5 million SMSs to these 5,000 members on a daily basis, and spend about $1,000 only for SMS server, and then not calculating these volunteer number of hours these volunteers spend. So there are multiple different touch points where digitally people are consuming technology, but it's not collaborative. It's not getting in one place. Now, what we spoke is just now one community. Now we have the same scenario across the world for about 19 million communities. So the problem is huge. Probably the screens are jumping up. I'm just going back. 19 million communities where it includes the faith and the lifestyle communities. Now, a privacy-focused vision of community collaboration is what needed, where a community can grow in one place, save time and money for them, increase giving, share the community culture. All this thing could be done through a secret formula or the secret sauce of what we have actually built it up, which is more secure, more flexible. Now, with security, we want people to work closely, more flatter, more organized, and in a smarter way. Now, when this happens, everyone can actually build their audience through this platform, whether they have 500 people in a community or 550 million people or 5 million. So who is this for? It's for mosques, Islamic centers, halal businesses, influencers, who could actually build up their community, get them organized. We have been getting good traction, especially with the COVID in place. It's been a blessing for us. Organically, we have had a very positive growth. We have spent good time to get the right product market fitness in last about 16 months from the time we actually launched. Been into 32 countries where we have a regular monthly active users. About 10,000 total users who have been, actively engaging on our platform. We happen to reach just recently about 500 global communities on our platform. So this is a high-level bird's eye view of how we are going, but this wouldn't be possible without a great team, right? It's always, we have good access to excellent industry players and advisors, but the team that we have formed, myself coming from background of working for investment banks like JP Morgan, Fidelity Investments, working on the ground with, community building activities. I've also had good experience and exposure building a professional communities on LinkedIn, more for the professionals, and have been working on the ground for different faith-based communities, including say blood donations drives to volunteers, volunteering in various activities, at least in the last 10, 12 years, actively participating on the ground. My co-founder, Mohammed Hussain, who's been a tech entrepreneur, a person who has been called in by bigger, larger banks to help run multiple different solutions when there are complexities. Right, has been a person where has been part of a mission where multiple lines of codes has helped him save billions of dollars to the bank. So that's been the very key interesting aspects of my partner, and getting access to multiple people. Now, we need more money to secure contracts, which are actually, these deliverables. We can actually scale and take it to the next level. Our teams and technology are getting mature. We have failed a few times or many more times, and then quickly we have pivoted, got into the right shapes, going strength to strength. Now we are building a great partnerships all around. Faith-based communities partnership is growing due to immense demand. As I mentioned, through the COVID situation, it's helping us to propel naturally and organically. So we have got an immediate opportunity. We have been signing contracts with large organizations. We have done demos to them. They're looking to work closely with us to see how we can, give this platform for them, for their communities collaboration, as large as 50 million members in the community, to as small as like 500 people in the community. So there are a few immediate opportunities for us to go out and fetch that. Now, some existing partners have taken us also globally while we have built up the partnerships with business communities. For example, a recent iHalal Expo partnership has got a good momentum. We have got a good branding and value addition into this ecosystem where about 100 plus business partnerships have been signed up from about 24 countries and also being revenue positive. Now, getting to the whole ecosystem that we are building, it has both lifestyle and faith ecosystem. I'll not get too much detail into it, but we have a very good addressable market, about 19 million communities, out of which 8 million are the serviceable available market for us, out of which 1.2 million communities is what we are targeting to reach out by 2025. Every community pays about $149 as a subscription to get started. We have various different revenue models. Now, we all know about the big opportunity. We can come back to the slide again, but all this is possible through our strong technology that we are building on Amazon and a cloud-based single solutions, which is more GDPR and compliant. Now, the whole CollabDeen vision is to building an ecosystem. Now, talking about ecosystem, what we have been speaking for the last 5-8 minutes, we've been building the strong foundation for community collaboration. Now we have different verticals that we want to build upon this. We are building on top of it that as, say an education system, a halal restaurants that can have more of organized reviews and rating systems within that community, or travelers and local partnerships. Say we are also working with halal certifying bodies who are still trying to find a global solutions which can help them organize at a global level. So that is on one side. Now, faith and lifestyle partnerships will take us to the next level. And the most importantly, the way we want to empower our communities is through open source of this platform where developers will have access. We will let developers build on top of our system to sell to their clients different solutions at different levels. Indirectly or directly, our vision is long-term to bring all these integration in the global halal ecosystem, where a single marketplace for services offerings delivered via in-house technology and through a third-party integration, which will really take us to from strength to strength. At high level, this is what we have just discussed, but we've got a very good strategy in terms of market adaptation. We have good competitive advantage by being first in the market and having a strong defensibility that's being laid out every day. We're getting strength to strength, which is giving us a good confidence in the way we want to go ahead. Now, if you look at the competitive landscape, there are a few people who have tried creating an independent standalone systems but in a non-collaborative manner. We are trying to build one single solution, which is more on a cloud-based solutions. On the flip side, if you see on the left-hand side of the screen, you have multiple players in the church tech domain, where they've gone from initial seed to series to series ABC, and that's been giving good traction. So we've been going around the world. We've been speaking to various people, and this is definitely helping us out. What we need is we are looking for an 800K to 1 million of ask. Looking for about 6 to 8 strategic investors. We want to scale the team, further develop our product, and a big marketing push from where we are will really get us about 5,000 new B2B customers across the world in the first 1 year. That will set up a strong foundation for what we want to achieve in the next 5 years, which is CollabDeen would want to be the #1 go-to platform for every Muslim community, serving about 100 million users and 500 million financial transactions per year. This is our long-term vision, and we'll be happy to join hands, collaborate with each one of you. Let be investors, innovators, community builders. Let's join hands and do things together, inshallah. Thank you so much.